Yo, what's up? I'm just I want to follow up the last video I made, fluoride deception, because there was just a few things in there that I left out. Going hand in hand with the Germany and fluoride being introduced to us, y'all got to realize that all those Nazis that were in Germany, when they left, they fled here. They fled over here and they changed their names and stuff. But what they did bring with them is they kind of brought their Nazi camp, you know what I'm saying, ways of killing and controlling over here to the United States, and they implemented that into the United States slavery system that they already had going. Okay? Another thing that I didn't mention in the last video was that when Hitler actually introduced the fluoride water to the Jews, by doing that, he was able to decrease the SS soldiers that were guarding the Jews by 75%. Now you got to ask yourself, if he's able to decrease the amount of SS soldiers guarding the Jews by 75%, that fluoride must be pretty strong. Because what it's telling me is this. The fluoride is so strong and it makes them so passive and so docile that instead of him needing 200 soldiers to guard 10,000 Jews, if you fluoridate the water, you only need 50. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of times when you're looking at those situations, and you're just looking and you just go, yo, man, there's 6 guards and there's like 600 of them. Why don't they just jump these dudes and just... That's why. It's because the fluoride has got you up here. You know? And I dropped the video because, honestly, if you conscious and you out there trying to wake up some of these sheeple and you keep running into the fluoride still, like you mentioned fluoride in the water, and they just go, you know, they look at you like, and you're like, yeah, there's fluoride in the water, man. There's chemicals, man. They got Prozac, there's chloramine, there's lye, there's, and it, they looking at you, you know, they lost. And the reason is they dosed up on the fluoride. And the first step to actually waking the fuck up is coming off the fluoride, because they know that the fluoride is calcifying your pineal gland. It is basically shutting down your outward connection, that outward broadcast that you're supposed to receive so that you can be able to basically instill what it is I'm telling you into your life and understand it and be able to make that difference and be able to see, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, they don't want you to be able to see the prison, okay? They want you to think that everything is hunky. They don't want you to be able to see the prison, all right? They don't want you to be able to think for yourself. They just want to be able to put a program in your head and for you to go with that. And if you come off the fluoride, you can grab it back. You know what I'm saying? You can grab back, you know, you start to grab back pieces of yourself, because you lose pieces of yourself because your pineal gland is, you know, it's calcified. You know what I'm saying? And the same exact thing they did with those concentration camps is the same exact thing they did here in the United States. They fluoridated the water, and now you got people running around. You got all of us, and you got, like, you know what I mean? You got like a police department. You know, you got like a little police department, everybody running around. And you got like these little dudes over here, and it's just like, why is everybody letting these little dudes over here run the show when they're not even doing a good job? Like, they shouldn't be allowed to do what it is they're doing. And why are you even letting them get away with what it is they're doing? And it's because you're dosed on fluoride. Like, you're heavily dosed on the fluoride. And that's the main problem. And a lot of people don't understand is, if you can get off the fluoride, you can clear up a lot of things in your head. You can start to see things in your life the way they really, really are, instead of like that fog. Because honestly, coming off the fluoride is just like coming off of drugs. Everything clears up, everything opens up. And the entire design that we got here in our country, it comes from that SS design. Even your shower. You go in your shower, right? You get chlorine and chloramine into your skin and into your bloodstream every day by drinking it and by showering it. You are actually having a chlorine bath in your shower. You in your shower, right? There's chlorine, there's chloramine in your water, right? You in that hot little steamy shower getting steamed up with all the chlorine and all the chloramine. What makes that any different than the chlorine that was used to gas the juice? Because that's what they use. They use chlorine to gas the juice over there. So now they use chlorine to gas them over here, and now we're waking up every single day and we're taking a shower with, you know what I'm saying, chlorine spilling out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. I got a shower filter on mine. I got mine from Enviro shower filters, you know, and it just like the water that comes out of there, my skin feels different afterwards, and it definitely, without a doubt, it has a totally different taste to it. And I can see when I change the filter, you can see all that brownish calcified. You can see all that stuff on there that ends up on your skin, it ends up in your bloodstream and your arteries and stuff. And some of the stuff I showed you in the last video, you can see it on there. And the idea is break away from the fluoride so that you can kind of like, shake the calcification off your pineal gland so that you can start to see, you know what I'm saying? So you can start to see clearly, you know, because it's this, when you see that white residue, that's what's on your pineal gland, and you can't see correctly. It's like just having like a fog or some thin film over your eye. You want to be able to see. You want to be able to understand things, you know what I'm saying? And you're not going to be able to understand that if you're dosing on the fluoride. So stop with the toothpaste. Get you some fluoride-free toothpaste, okay? Stop with get you a shower filter. Get you some clean water. If anything, make sure your water is at least fluoride-free. Do not drink any purified water. Purified water is just tap water that's been sent through a Brita filter in some big factory somewhere, bottled, and then sent to you. So stay away from that and just basically try and hide from fluoride. Just hide from fluoride. No matter what it is I do, I try and hide from fluoride, and I try and hide from BPAs and plastic. You just don't want those two things in your system, so that basically